हेलो हाय आदाब और सत श्री अकाल। एक बार फिर से आ गया हूँ मैं आप लोगों के बीच, आपका हमराज आरजे अभिनव 90.4 मेगाहर्ट्ज कम्युनिटी रेडियो ज्ञानवाणी यानी कि ज्ञान की वाणी पर दोबारा से आज लेकर आया हूँ नो योर डिपार्टमेंट। यहाँ पर भी हम हर बार एक नई शख्सियत को लेकर आते हैं और आज मेरे पास हैं SHTS से यानी कि स्कूल ऑफ हॉस्पिटैलिटी एंड टूरिज्म स्टडीज से हेड ऑफ द डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ फूड प्रोडक्शन शेफ नईम पठान, जो कि पहले भी एक बार यहाँ पर आ चुके हैं, लेकिन उनसे हम बातचीत करेंगे अब उनके बारे में और स्पेशली उनसे उन्हीं की फील्ड से रिलेटेड कुछ सवाल पूछूंगा। उनका वार्म वेलकम करता हूँ और सवाल की शुरुआत करता हूँ। सर गुड आफ्टरनून, कैसे हैं आप?
गुड आफ्टरनून एवरीवन, और आपको भी गुड आफ्टरनून। आप कैसे?
आई एम फाइन, प्लेजर इज ऑल माइन। सर सबसे पहला वही एक सवाल जिससे शुरुआत करता हूँ, व्हाट इंस्पायर्ड यू pursue a career in the culinary arts and how has your journey evolved to where you are today?
Okay, see, it's a long story short. If you say,
Please.
I wanted to be in the hospitality industry for a long time. I completed long back my degree. That's in 2002. So, and that time we didn't had too much opportunities, in the hotel industry. There were only few hotels in and around Mumbai where we can pursue our career. So my area of interest was, I was juggling between two departments, F&B and food production.
Okay.
And I used to have, my interest was more towards F&B, but somehow, I used to feel that I should have been a chef and, and get into food production and start my career as a chef. But when I got my first job, I got into F&B only.
Okay.
But as says, there was
it's in the destiny, especially.
It was in their destiny. So I got an opportunity to work with the Oberoi group at their Oberoi flight services at the international airport. So by the time I got my clearance for the airport pass and everything, I got a call from HR ki we have an opening in kitchen, whether you will be interested in joining the kitchen.
Wow.
So anyway, I wanted to join the kitchen, but luckily I got the offer upfront, so I took it. Then from then that was around 2003. I got into the kitchen. From now it's been 2023. Now I'm still in the kitchen, so it's almost 20 years now I've been in the kitchen. So, and I think I'm in the right zone. I'm in the right profession when it's coming to the kitchen.
Oh yes, you are right zone, and actually you are in the right career, especially also.
Yes, that is.
Sir, could you share a memorable or defining moment in your career that significantly influenced your approach to cooking? I mean, as you mentioned earlier, but you can add something.
Sometimes, we used to always see chefs on television and see the recipes and, how they are working. So slowly and steadily, as we get used to internet, so we came across various chefs from overseas also, a lot of chefs who've been working abroad and, they are making their mark in the industry.
Yes.
So, we look at them as our inspiration. So sometimes you tend to get a chance to meet them. So luckily I had a fortune of meeting Chef Atul Kochhar in UK. He's the first Indian chef to get a Michelin star in UK. So, when you have a quick interaction with him, you slowly feel what he has done and what he's achieved in a foreign country and how did he, made his name in the in the culinary world. Yes. So that's what inspired us to look up to the chefs whom we have always seen and we have always admired through books and through television. So that was like the moment I thought, okay. See, chef is not, earlier because chef profession was considered like a Bawarchi or Maharaj or Khanam Rahega. But these people have, taken that profession and give it
that recognition and respect.
A stage, a respectable stage. Okay, you're a chef, then people, look at.
And even on the global level, especially.
On a global level. So that was like the inspiring moment for me. But after that, I never looked back and continued my journey as a chef. It's been 20 years now. No complaints.
Actually, we would like to see you.
Yeah, sure.
Especially apart from that. And also, more than that. And all the best for that, sir. और एक और चीज़ अब मुझे आपसे पूछना है, okay, who was your role model? अगर actually बात अब यहाँ से निकली है, तो I want to know who was your role model?
See, before even joining and getting into hotel industry, the first chef which I have seen on television was Chef Sanjeev Kapoor.
Sanjeev Kapoor, definitely.
Yes, and everyone used to see his shows on Z, and
Yes.
you know.
I
all
think
the
that was a
ways-
Khana Khazana, na?
Yes,
At that
Khana
time.
Khazana.
Yes.
Khana Khazana, then Chef Harpal Singh Sokhi, he was also one of them, and then Rakesh Sethi, okay, all the chefs were there, whom we have seen and we have admired them. So we always see ki, okay, it's not like, cooking is not just something which is, has to be on a feminist side. Only man can also cook if
Definitely.
given a chance.
But
and
actually,
fair chance to
more
everyone.
men are there in the especially
in the
cooking
kitchen
area.
than
in the
in
kitchen.
women.
Yes, yes.
Hotel industry is dominated by males.
ऑलवेज
Yes,
एक्चुअली
yes.
इवन मैं एक बात और आपको बताऊं कि खासकर नॉर्थ में, मैंने तो वैसे सभी जगह तक, लेकिन नॉर्थ में स्पेशली जो हलवाई होते हैं ज्यादातर या खाने का जो टेक केयर कर रहे होते हैं वो सारे मेंस हैं.
And that is also
And that's a
but-
fact.
Yeah, and now things slowly and steadily are changing. So a lot of female
females
chefs
are-
also
they are
have
coming,
come
yes.
up, and they have most of them they have started their own ventures.
Oh, yes.
Most of them have started their own startups, and and working with leading companies at different and very good influential positions.
Oh yes, definitely. I agree with you. Okay, in a world filled with the diverse cuisines, what sets your culinary style apart, and what do you hope people experience when they taste your food? And
See,
how you make it? What's the
see,
style?
as any chef can agree with me, okay, complimenting the chef, the food created by the chef, or tasting complimenting the food that the chef has prepared, that's the biggest reward for any chefs. Ki okay, आपका खाना बहुत अच्छा लगा, बहुत amazing खाना था.
Nice, nice.
That's the ultimate reward any
Yes.
chef can get. And and since now because of globalization, a lot of new menus have come up, a lot of new fusions are going on. So trends are, every day some new restaurants are coming up with some new food items. So now it's not like that ki, Italian used to be served like Italian and Indian used to be served like Italian. Now everything is now mix and match, and people like it that way only. So if we are talking about 2023, the taste, then the people taste have gone, in a very wide range. People wants to try everything and everything which is not traditional.
Can you take us behind the scenes of your creative process? How do you develop new dishes or reimagine traditional recipes?
See, it's all about creating new recipes. There's no fixed process of doing that. You just have to be creative, and you just need to take a different approach to the traditional recipe. If a particular recipe has been prepared in this fashion, so what else I can do with this recipe? So it's not like you are like creating a new recipe doesn't means you have to actually spoil it or ruin it, but a few tweaks
Changes
or
you
few
can do that.
changes can make a big difference. So that's what we always look into whenever we are creating recipes. When it's come to continental food, like if we say, for example, a lot of chefs have come up with some new fusion food. Some chefs have, like as I said, Chef Atul Kocher's, he has mixed Indian food with British food. So British food, if you see, is a little bit blank, and they don't use any much more spicy.
Oh,
So
yes,
what he have
yes,
done,
yes.
he has used the Indian flavors and added to that British cuisine.
Oh, wow.
So
The fusion.
it's not, our Indian food is very much spicy and very flavorful,
Yes.
and the other hand, the British cuisine was very mild.
Very mild.
So he clubbed it together and to create something very unique, which the British people also admired the process, because during that transformation, it added a lot of flavor and taste and
especially
varieties to the British cuisine. So that's the approach we always take. So we always take something which is much more milder cuisine, between if we want to do a fusion between two different recipes, we always see which one is stronger and which one is milder. So
yes.
we try to mix together in such a way that it doesn't create sometimes it turn out to be disaster, but sometimes we have to take the very
very actually cautious decision.
cautious approach
So much alert, so
in
much away.
creating. But honestly speaking, if some recipes are already perfect, we cannot what do you call it? We cannot try to make changes to it
Changes to
because it ends up into a disaster.
Oh, yes.
So some recipes are there to be untouched, but some recipes are there that needs to taken a different approach, and we can add a lot of flavors by using a lot of spices and herbs and creating something new.
Okay, great. Nicely explained, sir. With the ever-evolving food trends, how do you balance innovation and tradition in your culinary creation, and how do you see the future of cooking evolving? So that is my last question to you.
Ever trending food trends. If you see, food trends is like fashion. It's like a cycle. It goes and come back. Okay, but some traditional foods are always there. Like as I said, people nowadays want to try something new, something different. But when it's come to tasting and everything, people first look for whether whether it has some value for money or no.
Oh, yes.
Because as being Indian
Should
people,
be.
we always, whenever you go in the restaurant or mall and everything, we first see whether if I'm spending that much amount of money,
It should be worthy.
it should be worthy and it should fill my tummy. If I'm spending anything and end of the day I'm still hungry, it means there's something wrong with the food.
Yes.
Or I have spent a lot of unnecessary money on that particular food. So food trends are there in the market, but if you see the base and the mentality of Indian people wants to try different flavors. They want to try different variations, and they plus on the same hand, they want it to be budget friendly.
Yes.
Not too complex, not
so much expensive,
Yeah,
especially.
not so much expensive. And since a lot of people now watch for local ingredients to be used in
Yes.
in whatever food they want to try, be it Italian, like even if you see Italian pizzas, nobody wants to see imported can of tomatoes being used in the
Yes,
pizzas. They want local tomatoes to be used
Yes.
in the.
In the
So that's how the approach of people is there, to see the local ingredients being used in whatever food is prepared, and still and something unique and something better is always being created in the kitchens by chefs.
Oh yes, nicely explained, sir. तो ये थे मेरे साथ आज शेफ नईम, जिनसे हमने काफी ज्यादा बातें की नो ईयर डिपार्टमेंट में. दोबारा आप लोगों के पास आएंगे यहीं पर 90.4 मेगाहर्ट्ज. थैंक यू सो मच सर.
Thank you very much. Thank you all. Bye.